Hi, Relay for Life of Placer County. Super excited. We are going to be doing these mini interviews with all of our volunteers, just trying to get some people a part of our new Relay for Life that's going online. We just want to have you guys participate as much as possible and just really showcase to all of our community how much you do for our Relay for Life. And just learn a little bit more about you. And so we have our first guest, and I'm really excited. We have Miss Shayna Frink over from Queens for a Cure. So I'm going to pull her up, ask her a few questions. Everybody help me welcome Miss Shayna. Shayna, hi. Thanks for hopping on. I'm so grateful you're here with us, and you are our first guest on our Relay for Life virtual community right now.
Yeah, thank you for asking me. This is really exciting.
Of course. So let's just jump right in. I've got a few questions for you. We want to keep it as brief as possible, but we also want to get to know you a little bit more. So Shayna, tell us a little bit about your relay team and how did your team come together?
Yeah, so my team is Queens for a Cure. I'm a co-captain with Jessica and Jenna Berge, mom and daughter. We came together through our pageant system. We love relay, and I've always wanted to do a team. And when I was younger, I did it with Girl Scouts. Jenna did it with her family, and then together, like when we met through pageants, it just really clicked. And so, yeah, it's basically a team of our pageant girls, our pageant family, as well as like extended friends and family. But that's where we get the Queens for a Cure from. But it's a really great team.
Oh, I love it. I was first introduced to your team, I think two years ago in Placer County. And I love how much energy you guys had. And it was so great seeing all these little pageant queens and princesses walking around. And there's just so much pride in what they do. So I loved seeing you guys. And I can't wait to see how we can make our virtual a little bit more pageantry.
Yeah, I hope so. And I love that our team has like pageant girls from all ages. Like we had little ones out there from like 3 and 4 all the way up to like our Ms. and Mrs. who are in their 70s, you know?
Oh,
so it's pretty cool.
I love
right?
It. All right, question number 2. So what is a favorite memory you have from relay?
I have been racking my brain trying to think of what my favorite memory was because like there's many things that have like stood out to me, but I think probably one of my just overall favorite memories is the first Luminaria ceremony that I can remember, because when I was younger in Girl Scouts, I have like faint memories of it. Like I remember the emotional impact, but just really like fully experiencing it. And especially after we lost my uncle to esophageal cancer, that first Luminaria ceremony after that, I have goosebumps. It just was really, really amazing. And I'll never forget it.
Yeah. Luminaria ceremonies seem to get all of us. It's like, if you can make it to relay and last through the evening, you're hooked and you're not going anywhere. You're going to be a relayer for the rest of your life.
Forever.
That's awesome. So when you think about the mission of relay and what we do, how is it that do you think the Mr. Relay contest connects together to the mission?
Yeah. I mean, I love the Mr. Relay like pageant production that we put on. I think it is so fun. I think every year it's just going to get better and better.
Yeah.
But I think that during the whole relay event, it really brings everybody together for like one common ground to laugh. Because it is an emotional event, but I think that doing the Mr. Relay pageant, it just facilitates like laughter, and it's fun, and it really brings all of the teams together. You know, and it's competition to like see who's going to bring in the most, you know, money. But even still, I just think it's a really, really fun and good thing that we do during the day.
It helps to break up some of the emotions that we're feeling throughout the day. We have so many ups, so many downs. And it's really nice to just kind of shake it up, get some good laughter out there. And these men that are dressing up in these pageant dresses.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. Like it's so great. And especially with the addition of the Teenage Angst team too, like in combination with our Queens for a Cure, I think that just the amount of laughs, like I still look back at pictures and laugh and just think about how amazing and how fun it was.
Absolutely. Huge shout out to the Teenage Angsty team or Angsty
Right.
Teens team. Shane is actually on our leadership team, and
Mm-hmm.
he brings so much energy and so much enthusiasm. Sometimes I'm like, I'm a little bit older, slow down. I'm not there. So it is definitely great to have your team and the Angsty Teens really just kill it on the Mr. Relay for sure.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it brings like new blood and like new life into the relay too. Like to have the teenage angst team and like have our younger girls come in too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we always talk a lot about relay, and we all have our own reasons that we relay. And I want to know, why do you relay?
Yeah. So my mom is a breast cancer survivor. She was diagnosed with cancer when I was graduating high school, around that time. So she's doing well now. But my uncle passed away around the same time from esophageal cancer, as well as many grandpas and grandmas and extended cousins and stuff that have also passed away. But more than just like my personal connections, like I relay for the people who can't relay. And especially this year, more than anything, like we're all social distance, we're all quarantined. Like that cancer doesn't stop just because our lives have paused. Like
Yeah,
there's still, like I relay for those who can't relay for themselves. Um,
that's
yeah.
great. It's heartbreaking to hear how much cancer is connected to your family.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, being able to take that and use it as motivation to help other families in hopes that they don't have to have the abundance of connections like you is
Exactly.
inspiring. And we're so grateful for your energy that you bring to it. It's really easy to get sucked into the sadness, but
Mm-hmm.
you are really just taking it and using it for good. And so I love that.
Thank you.
I've got two more questions for you. The next one is, would you encourage others who have never participated in a relay to join in on our fun?
Absolutely. Like if you haven't participated in a relay, have you been living under a rock? Like come on out, like let's go. But absolutely, like just come out. Like it is a 24-hour event. Like you can manage to find an hour or half an hour to like just to come out and like see what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's just it's so much fun. You meet a whole new community of people that you never would have met necessarily before. And I think it's kind of amazing that something so terrible like cancer can bring us all together.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun. Like with Mr. Relay Pageant's just one of the examples of one of the things that happens throughout the day. But the American Cancer Society, the Relay for Life, Placer County, it's just such a family. So yeah, come down for an hour, come down for half an hour. Like at
Yeah.
some point, you're gonna have fun and smile.
Absolutely. I always feel biased because I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this for so many years that I'm like, of
Yeah.
course you should. But it's always nice to hear what other people in our community, what their takeaway is and why they would encourage other people to just participate.
Right.
And it's so great. And you talked about meeting other people in the community that you wouldn't necessarily interact with before. And you are so right. I love how our common thing that we connect on is cancer, and we've all been affected different ways, but we are such a diverse community. And
Yeah.
I've just built some amazing connections myself
Yeah.
through this. And so I'm really happy to hear that you are connecting and feeling really even more just a part of the community as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think meeting everybody at Relay and at all these meetings that we have like prior to is awesome. But then being the volunteer director too, like has really opened up like different avenues for connecting with people who didn't know about Relay but came out, like the Rockland High School water polo team.
Yeah.
Like I was able to connect with them and they came out last year and had so much fun, and they were and are planning on being a part of the Relay this year, whether
Yay.
volunteering or not. So it's just super cool.
Yay. I love it. I love hearing it. All right, Shayna, I got one more question for you. What advice would you give to a new relayer?
Bring tennis shoes. Like bring tennis shoes. I don't know what I was thinking one year when I like brought like these different shoes for my costumes and I like left my tennis shoes at home, but bring tennis shoes. Stay hydrated, but like more than anything, just like go into it with an open mind.
Yes.
Like know that, like embrace the emotions that you're inevitably going to have. Like happiness, sadness, like for real. It's a roller coaster of emotions you feel all day long, the highs and the lows, but just being able to like accept, embrace and experience your emotions and experience the day as a whole. Like, have the most open mind you can possibly have.
Yeah.
And just be open to meeting new people, hearing their stories, like sitting at the survivor breakfast, like with my mom, and like just the ladies who were at the table with us, like hearing their stories. And it's just, I don't know, it's just so amazing. Like, amazing is just a word that comes to mind for the whole
I
thing.
love it. You started with your advice being bring tennis shoes, and no matter what, this is exactly part of what Relay does to you is you always find a way to make a deeper connection. And you're talking about the survivors, but that is Relay. It's as simple as, you know, come join us for the fun, be a part of the pageant, wear tennis shoes, hydrate, wear sunblock. But really, what it always comes down to is our community just connecting and needing and loving each other so much. So I love that you just were a perfect example of that.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Shayna, any final words you want to share with our community before we transition over?
Don't let the fact that our relay is now online discourage you from being a part of it or participating. If this is your first year or your 17th year, like, be as much a part of it online as you would be in person. I think this is just a new way to facilitate making those connections and honoring like the Relay for Life in Placer County and everything. So just go into it with an open mind, be positive, because obviously we will all miss each other in person, but that's what I would leave.
Yes.
Y'all with.
Thank you so much, Shayna. I am so appreciative for your time, and I'm so grateful that you were our first guest here on whatever it is we're doing.
Whatever this is, I'm happy to be a part of it.
It's so great. Well, thank you so much, and I really look forward to being able to spend time with you and others on our virtual relay, and just know we're going to find a way to keep the connection strong and get our mission really just out there to everybody to understand and to be a part of it. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you online at Relay.
Of course. See you online.
Bye.